Assalamu alaikum. Hi, my name's Danial Malik, and I can give you a quick journey of mine. I grew up here in Karachi, went to grammar school where I did my high school. After that, I did my boarding school in Switzerland, where I completed my international baccalaureate. Following that, I attended Babson College in the US, where I did my undergrad in entrepreneurship. After that, I completed my master's in strategic foresight and innovation, and worked in consulting as an innovation and foresight strategist before moving back to Pakistan in 2017. Upon moving back, I worked in multiple companies within our family group. We are in the auto division, in textiles, in foam. So I worked in multiple companies. And then we had this opportunity under the new auto policy at that time to introduce passenger vehicles in Pakistan. So that's the project that I led, and that's a company that I built from the ground up. So the future is electric, and the whole world is moving in that direction. China happens to be leading electric revolution that's taking over the world today. China is the largest electric vehicle manufacturer and new energy manufacturer in the world, and the largest global exporter of new energy vehicles to the world. And moving forward in the automotive industry, all major brands, if not, I think every brand, major, small, all brands have decided to have a battery in their vehicle. So whether that's hybrid, plug-in hybrid, an EV, all of the future models are going to be new energy vehicles, and China is leading that race. Within that, China's largest automobile company is Changan, which we have a joint venture with in Pakistan. And we've been producing and selling for the last 5 years. So Changan has 3 EV brands: Avatar, Deepal, and Nuevo. So these 3 are electric first EV brands, which are some of the fastest growing EV brands, not only in China, but throughout the world. And we are proud and excited to be introducing Deepal in Pakistan. We unveiled the brand earlier last month, and later this month, we'll be introducing 2 of Deepal's flagship products, the SUV, which is the S07, and the sedan, which is the L07. That's what every brand is moving towards and what every brand is committed to. And in Pakistan, unfortunately today, we are bringing in products of global brands. We do not have a local brand in Pakistan, and we are bringing in what the world has to offer. And in the direction the world is moving, every single vehicle out there, every single brand out there will have a battery in it and a motor, and that we will be bringing to Pakistan, and every brand will have no choice but to bring that to Pakistan. Yeah, so this is a big question. How will we charge our EVs? So the way I see EVs coming to Pakistan is in a phase-wise approach. At first, we're going to have the early adopters that are bringing in these EVs. They're normally going to be their second or third car, and it's going to be in the upper end of the automotive segment and slightly higher price points. So these people are risk takers, they're innovators, they're trendsetters, and they'll be the ones buying these EVs first. They normally have, they will have chargers installed at their homes where they'll be charging their vehicles, and the ranges that we are providing on average, both our cars can provide up to 500 kilometers of range, which means these individuals will only have to charge their car once a week. And also they can travel within Punjab intercity to most cities from Lahore. They can also do Lahore to Islamabad in a single charge. So initially, these people with bigger batteries, with more expensive EVs will not have major problems when it comes to charging, because they're going to be charging it at home. And also, most likely, they're going to have solar, which is going to make their charging free. So we see them coming in with EVs first. Second, us as a brand will be introducing chargers across the country in 17 different cities. at our dealerships and working to further expand that charging infrastructure to give our customers a peace of mind. In addition to that, for our initial customers, we're giving a free AC home charger, which is a 7 kilowatt home charger with every single vehicle. So that's going to make charging extremely convenient for them in their homes. As we move forward and as a critical mass of electric vehicles, plug-in hybrid vehicles come to Pakistan, we will see other brands that are coming to Pakistan installing chargers. We're going to see private companies that are going to get into the business of chargers, and they'll be installing chargers very quickly. When people ask me, when will these chargers come, they're going to come very soon. And it's way easier to set up a charger than to set up a gas station. Okay, setting up a gas station has a lot more lead time. You have civil work, you have HSE requirements that you need to fulfill, you have lots of government regulations that you need to comply with, versus setting up an EV charger is way more simple. So it would take about 50 to 60 units for a single charge, and with a AC home charger of 7 kilowatts, it would take between 6 to 8 hours. 2 vehicles we're launching today later this month. The 2 vehicles we're launching later this month. The prices are yet to be announced. You can book it for an initial deposit of 3 million rupees. Between 1.4 to 1.6 million rupees. That's the ballpark figure. And we are taking initial bookings for our early adopters. And inshallah, we plan to deliver these vehicles in November and December. So not a very long lead time. Furthermore, when it comes to on money, that is not determined by us. That it's determined by the person who buys the car and decides to resell it. So over the next 12 months, we're targeting for 3,000 vehicles. Initially, we're launching 2 vehicles, and in the next 2 years, we'll be, inshallah, launching a total of 4 electric vehicles in Pakistan. So EVs, I think, are going to be profitable after a certain critical mass. We think about successful product each model should at least sell 10,000 units. And we believe that is a good volume to achieve profitability in the market. Yeah, so as a brand, our strategy has always been to provide the best, most technologically advanced product in every segment. And we plan to do the same with electric vehicles. So while we're starting off with the upper end, with the D segment sedan and a D segment SUV, next we plan to come into the C segment, after that into the B segment, and then into the A segment. So we have a plan of 2 years to enter every segment. So as I mentioned to you earlier, we first plan to assemble these EVs in Pakistan. We plan to do battery assembly, we plan to do motor assembly, and localize many of the EV parts over the next 2 years. We have an added advantage through our sister concern, Procon Engineering, which has been producing parts for over 30 years. And we plan to localize between 15 to 20% of the EVs in Pakistan very quickly. So overall, from infrastructure to dealership readiness to launching the EVs, assembling the EVs to localizing them, we've initially planned a phase-wise investment of $50 million over the next 2 years. So I want to add another thing to that. Our group has been in the automotive sector since 1988. We have a sister concern called Procon Engineering, which supplies parts to all major brands and OEMs in Pakistan. So we are extensively vertically integrated, and we are able to localize parts very quickly and very effectively, and we are able to bring that efficiency to the final consumer in the form of more accessible price points for the products they're getting. So due to that level of localization, we are able to give the highest value to the customer in every segment.